Hey, it is Allison coming to you live from Amelia Island, Florida on Thursday evening, December 17th, 2020. The year is almost over. So, quick live, I'm excited to share this with you. How good are you at loving yourself? Or are you like, Allison, I don't really know what you're talking about, this whole self love thing? It's really important. Do you know how special you are? There's nobody else like you. You are completely unique. So, this whole self love thing, we practice self love, um, not in a self absorbed way, not in a narcissistic way, but to really get in touch with ourselves and to really get in touch with our well being and our happiness. And when we're practicing self love, we can learn to push through limiting beliefs, and we can live a life that truly shines. So, I shared this in my yoga class this morning, and I loved it. It is a blog I found it on a website called lifehack.org. Great website, so much information there. And it's a blog with 30 ways to love yourself. Now, I'm not going to sit here and read all 30 to you, but I am going to share 10 of these ways to love yourself with you. And if you want the article and you want to read the rest, which I highly recommend because there's some really good ones there, let me know and I'll send it to you in your inbox. So, but how good are you at self love? Do you feel like that's selfish when you love yourself? I always tell my students, my yoga students, when they come to class, as I'm starting to get them ready for the class, I tell them to acknowledge themselves for showing up for their self-care. And that is part of self-love, is taking care of yourself. And they choose to do that in one way through the practice of yoga. So let me share a few ways that you can practice self-love. Number one, and I'm reading this so that you know. Number one, start by telling yourself in the beginning of the day something really positive, like how well you handled a situation or how lovely you look today. Anything that's going to make you smile. Number two, now you know that this is going to be a favorite of mine. Fill your body with food and drink that nourishes your body and makes it thrive. I know I preach on that a lot, but it's true. I believe it with my whole heart that when we nourish our bodies with healthy living food, our bodies will respond really well to that. Number three, move that beautiful body of yours every single day in a way that feels good to you, and learn to love the skin that you're in. For sure. Learn to love the body that you're in. You can always be improving it, but accept yourself for who you are today, knowing that if you want to make changes in your body, if you know you need to create a better sense of health for yourself, love where you're at and appreciate that you can change. Number four, this is a good one. Don't believe everything that you think. There is an inner critic inside of you that's trying to keep you small and safe. The downside is this also stops you from living a full life. Number five, surround yourself with people who love and encourage you. Let them remind you just how amazing you are. Number six, this is a good one. This is an important one. Stop the comparisons. There's no one on the planet like you. So who are you comparing yourself to? It's unfair of you to compare yourself to others because nobody is like you. The only person you should compare yourself to is you. Okay, number seven. This is a really tough one. Really tough one. And I have a take on this that's a little bit different than what they're saying in this blog. End all toxic relationships. Anyone who makes you feel anything less than amazing doesn't deserve to be a part of your life. Now, I agree with that on some level, but there are some relationships that we can't truly end because they might be family relationships, a love relationship, a partner. They could still be toxic, but we might not want to end them completely. So what I say to people that are in those situations is create really strong boundaries around those relationships. Know what you're willing to tolerate and know what you will not tolerate, and draw those lines in the sand and really keep to those boundaries, because There are some people that are just takers, right? They're always taking and they're never giving. And, have you ever heard of energy vampires? So that might be a sister or a brother or a spouse or whatever, a sister-in-law, a brother-in-law, whatever it is. And so maybe you can't end the relationship, but you can certainly set strong boundaries to protect yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. Number 8, celebrate your wins no matter how big or small. Pat yourself on the back and be proud of what you've achieved. Do a little dance. Pat yourself on the back. Give yourself like a high five. Number 10, number 9, because I just did number 8. Number 9, step outside of your comfort zone and try something new. Have you ever done that? What happened? Or are you a person that's really terrified to step out of your comfort zone? I get it. I have a comfort zone and it's comfortable, but I also am very much aware that if I stay there, I don't grow as a person. So I've had to step out of my comfort zone and do things that feel scary and uncomfortable, but I've grown as a result of that. And number 10, last but not least, because there are 30, embrace and love the things that make you different. This is what makes you special. I love that. Self-love is really important. So how good are you at loving yourself? And just on a side note, I believe that one way, like I said, to practice self-love and self-care is through yoga. And I do a virtual yoga class on Tuesday and Thursday evenings, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm just getting ready to jump on a little bit. It's a yin yoga practice. So it is really, I would say, accessible to most bodies. I really can help most people with this practice because I can modify the shapes that we take in so many ways, and you can find a way that'll fit your body. So if you're interested in this article and seeing the other 20 ways to love yourself, and there are some really, really good ones in there. I loved them, and I loved reading it to my class today. Let me know and I'll send it to your inbox. If you're interested in knowing more about my virtual yin yoga class, comment below yin yoga and I will reach out to you and we can have a conversation. All right. I hope whatever you find yourself doing this Thursday evening that you're happy, well, and healthy. Until next time, God bless. Namaste. Peace out.